My name is Audovère, and I once held the title of Queen of Neustria, wife to King Chilperic I of the Franks. My life began humbly, far from the intrigues of the royal court, but destiny saw fit to entwine my path with the Merovingian dynasty. Little did I know that my union with Chilperic, though grand in appearance, would plunge me into the perilous world of betrayal, ambition, and despair. Chilperic was a man of many faces. To his subjects, he was a ruler of cunning and authority. To me, he was a husband whose affections wavered as quickly as the winds of court politics. When I bore him children, I hoped that our bond would strengthen, that the love we once shared might be rekindled. Our sons were our pride, Theudebert, Merovech, and Clovis. I believed they secured my position, for a queen who gave sons to a king was often assured of her place in the realm. But I underestimated the allure of ambition and the power of a rival. It was during Chilperic's campaigns that he brought a woman named Fredegund into our lives. Fredegund, whose cunning was as sharp as any blade, was once a servant but quickly rose to become my husband's mistress. Her charm was undeniable, her wit irresistible. Chilperic fell under her spell, and I became an obstacle in their path. My place as queen, once unshakable, grew precarious. Fredegund's rise came with a calculated cruelty. She sowed discord, poisoning Chilperic's mind against me. Rumors whispered through the halls of the palace, each one more damning than the last. My virtues were recast as vices, my loyalty as treachery. It was not long before Chilperic, swayed by Fredegund's manipulations, sought to rid himself of me. The day I was cast aside remains etched in my memory. Stripped of my title, I was sent to a convent, a fate that many saw as merciful, though it felt like exile. My sons, too young to wield power, could not protect me. In that cloistered world, I prayed and reflected, clinging to the hope that justice might prevail, that Chilperic might see the error of his ways. Yet, I was no stranger to the ways of the Merovingians. Ours was a dynasty built on ambition and blood. Mercy was rarely afforded to those who fell from grace. In time, Fredegund's influence grew unchecked. She bore Chilperic children of her own, solidifying her position as his consort. My sons, now grown, became threats to her ambitions. The court's intrigues turned deadly, and the shadows that haunted me in exile crept toward my family. Theudebert, my eldest, met a tragic end, accused of treason and executed. Merovech, caught between loyalty to his father and disdain for Fredegund, fared no better, dying under mysterious circumstances. Clovis, the youngest, would also fall victim to the brutal power struggles that defined our era. From my place in the convent, I heard whispers of these tragedies, each one breaking my heart anew. My sons' deaths were not accidents but calculated moves in Fredegund's relentless quest for dominance. She had won the king's favor, the crown, and, ultimately, the legacy that should have belonged to me and my children. By 584, Chilperic's reign came to a sudden and violent end. He was assassinated under mysterious circumstances, leaving Fredegund to wield power as regent for their young son, Clovis II. Some believed that she orchestrated his death, though no proof ever surfaced. As for me, I remained in the convent, a relic of a past the court wished to forget. My days were spent in quiet prayer, my nights haunted by memories of what was lost. Now, as I recount my tale, I wonder if history will remember me, not as a queen who was cast aside but as a woman who endured. My story is not one of triumph but of resilience in the face of betrayal and loss.